Hello, citizens of the internet, and welcome to the Dad's Guide to Minecraft overview of Minecraft 1.18. It just came out yesterday, and I am just exploring around and seeing what is new and pointing some things out and seeing if we can, help each other out, learn about this new update and some of the changes that have been made. So in today's episode, we are going to be focusing on something that I was struggling with yesterday, which is finding iron ore. See it right behind me, but yes, finding iron ore, because Mojang changed the ore distribution and they made it a very, very different thing from what it's ever been before. So today we are going to figure out how to find every ore in Minecraft 1.18. So if that sounds like a plan, then let's get started. Okay, I came down from the mountain right up there because I was starving. And I went fishing with a sword, and I got some fish that I'm cooking up here. But I figured what we could do is I found some areas down here where there are some ores kind of showing up around, just exposed. And if we end up going down there, which we will be going down in the depths today, we are going to need plenty of coal, because coal is no longer readily available down below certain levels. I think it's like after you get to like Y16, it starts getting very, very rare. So we want to make sure that we have two things before we go down there: plenty of wood, plenty of coal, and this is a good amount of iron right here. Thank goodness we found some iron. Because yeah, it's hard mode. You get skeletons. Oh, look at that. An emerald. Nice. I can maybe use that to trade for something. Oh, this is a good amount of iron. Yay. Thank you. Okay, we're going to gather all this material up here. And I'm going to leave that emerald ore there for right now. We don't need that. But as you can see, I'll throw the chart up on the screen right now. Iron is kind of like spread out in two major clumps. The first is really, really high up in the air, like pretty much the build limit, maybe almost. But if it looks like, if you can find a mountain peak that is around like a 243, that entire peak should be made out of iron, according to this chart, if I'm reading this correctly. But as you start going down in elevation, so getting closer to sea level ish, which is around 80 to, let's say, 64, that area right there, iron becomes really hard to find. So that's probably why we were having such a hard time finding yesterday, because we were basically at sea level, and right now we're a little bit higher than that. So as we continue to go up this direction, we should find iron a little bit more frequently. So that is where we're going to start off. We're going to go up to the top of the mountain. We're going to start digging around and see if we can find iron very easily. But let's go ahead and just see what we have in here. Grab our food. Excellent. We're going to grab this, take it up, and we're going to smelt as we dig around, because I think that's a good idea. Okay, I will meet you at the top of the mountain. Okay, here we are. I just climbed up there. This is the backside. I was up there at the mountain with that Mr. Goat right up there. And there's a little stony outcropping here. So I figured we'd just go in here instead of digging through all the ice and all that kind of stuff. But according to Mojang's chart, we are at level 190 right now. We should actually get a better rate of ore spawning than we do at Y16, which is the optimal layer for iron, when we go under the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, let's set up camp here really quick on the mountainside. Put down our bed here. We'll put down our crafting table, and let's see, our furnace. Look how full this is right there. And then we'll do a chest right next to it as well. So that's why I always take those chests, because early game, could have really used bundles. But until we get bundles, this is going to be the easiest thing for us to do. We'll just go ahead and throw things in chests. And I did grab more wood. Let's go ahead and get iron cooking as well as we're moving along here. And I will need some more torches, so I will take this and we'll make some more torches. Okay, I also went ahead and made a couple more stone pickaxes. I think we'll use the wood one up first, just so we can see what we're doing here and not waste our stone just yet. So really quick, looking at F3, we're at 191 right now. So I'm just going to dig around in here and see if I find any iron spawning up this high. Okay, I just went through all of my pickaxes, and so far, let's say I just did some branch mining up here at 191 level, and we have some stuff to report. Okay, so we have 2 emeralds that we discovered, a bunch of coal, clouds that keep on scaring me, and 20 iron right here. So is this a good return? I can't really say that it is necessarily. It might be better to go down in the caves, or even go a little bit lower and look around than branch mining a mountain, because the chart kind of let me think that there might be like just loads and loads of iron, and I haven't really found that to be true up here just yet. It could be bad luck, but I do have a good amount of iron, which is nice. So we're gonna throw this in here. I'm going to smelt this up, and we're going to get ourselves some good tools and some armor for us to explore down below in the scary lands. Okay, I'm down here at base camp. We're right at the water's edge, and I thought I might want to cover a couple of just tips. If you're new to playing Minecraft or like to learn how other Minecraft people play, these are 2 things that I just really wanted to bring up quickly before we head underground. And one is early game, because we really are going to be exploring caves, and coal is something that we really want to have an abundance of. We can go ahead, and instead of cooking up everything by using coal for that, we can make a campfire, and a campfire actually requires a lot less resources and will continue to burn, and we don't have to worry about keep fueling the furnace for that, and we can use our furnace just for smelting items. So let's go ahead and we'll throw the campfire on top of the furnace itself right there, like that. And we can use this to cook our salmon that we've caught here. Let me just go ahead and throw some on real quick. You can do 4 at a time. And the other tip is, if you can make your base camp by a river like this, I mean, look out there. They've increased the amount of fish that spawn per player. So there's plenty of fish. You just need an axe or anything to hit them with. You can use your fist, but an axe or a sword works really well. And I just swam around and I just got a bunch of fish, and that is what I'm using for food. Now, the 2 other things that we'll need before we go down, obviously besides armor and food, is it will be really, really great to have as much coal or charcoal and wood in the log form that we can, because I'll show you this real quick here. Let's go to our inventory. You can condense coal down into blocks, and you have logs right here. So instead of carrying sticks or torches, just to kind of show you this, we'll do this real quick here. Get our coal blocks going here. All right, so each coal block is 9 regular coal condensed down. A log will turn into 8 sticks. So for every log and block of coal you have, you can make 32 torches, or a half stack. So it's so much better to keep them in this form, and you make them as you go along versus carrying down with you whole stacks of torches. It just takes up way too much inventory space. So just a little tip there before we go down. And while I have you here, I did want to say, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to click that subscribe button. It really helps my channel grow. And if you do enjoy this content, do me a favor, click that like button. It really, really helps this get picked up on other people's feeds, and I would really, 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 really appreciate that. Okay, we have our inventory all set up with food and materials, and we have armor and a water bucket. Now let's go find that I say little, it was huge, that little scar in the ground that we were standing in before, because that looked like it went down a good deal, and we could follow that all the way down to the underground and see what we can find. That is not the way to go. Here we go. Let's see. I think it was over here. Yeah, this is looking right. Yep. There is the emerald ore. Here we go. Okay, so we can either build a pathway down, or we could jump off into that water. Guess which one I'm preferring at this point in time. Jumping into the water. Probably not where the lava is. Right over here. Then we can cut in that way. Let's just remember how we got in there. Ooh, look at this aquifer. And there we go. There's some iron right away. Looking around. Okay. Copper. Nice. I think... Let's see if we go down here real quick. I saw some light down here. That may just be glow lichen. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Let's come back up. We need respiration first, or water breathing, before we do too much of this exploration. But I'm going to go ahead and grab some of this ore really quick as we work our way down. That way we can keep on replenishing our tools. Okay, I think our only option is to go up here and see if there's another way down. Looks like there might be. I do want to light this up though, just so we know which direction we came. Oop. There we go. Maybe go over this way too, light this up. Oh, hello. I think that's probably just a dead end back there, would be my guess. There must have been lava up here at one point in time. Oh, here we go. Oh, hello. There we go. Okay. Let us go ahead and light this up a little bit here. These caves are huge, huge, huge. It is interesting how this came down this. So there must have been a lava source back there at one point in time. Okay. Guess we'll continue this down this direction here. All these little branches that go off too. Huh. So there's a couple different new cave generation, I guess, models that they're going after. One is the Swiss cheese or cheese. One is noodle and one is spaghetti. And I'm gonna guess this is probably the cheese one, like Swiss cheese with all the holes in it. But we'll see. I'm not sure. It definitely doesn't feel like a noodle or a spaghetti. And it's definitely not old vanilla, so... we will keep on looking down here and see if we find anything cool. But I think we want to keep on going down here, so... ooh, that is a big drop. I almost fell off that one too. This is why we bring our water bucket. So we can go ahead and put water down here. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think actually probably the best way would be go right here. Take this out like that, and we can put our water bucket down here like that. Okay, and then scoop it up. Ride it all the way down. Oop, there we go. That probably was not smart. There we go. Look at that. One half of a heart left. That was not the smartest thing I could have done right there. I didn't quite realize there were so many bad guys around. And there's a significant amount of skeletons down here. These are death traps back here, these caves. Alright, you can definitely see that there's a massive lack of just iron. Like normally when you were walking through these caves, at any level, you would have iron in the walls, but you just don't see it now. You can definitely see why it's important to bring coal and plenty of stuff to make torches, because the size of these caves has increased so much that it requires a lot more to light them up. Now, the good news is they changed the spawning rate of hostile mobs, that you don't have to leave as much light down. Where it's like you always worried about the light level being you know, above 7. Now it's, you can do it at any light level. You can block them from spawning, so we won't get anybody spawning here, which is good. I think this actually went out to where we were before. Yep, okay, that's good to know. Oh, and of course, another skeleton. Where did he come from? These caverns are a massive amount of torches already. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna come this way. Grab this real quick. Yep, just little pockets of 2. We can keep going down still, which I think is what we want to do. But I also think we want to go ahead and make some more torches before we get too far away. One of the new features also in 118 are the idea of these ore veins. And copper will spawn in a granite ore vein like this one. This one's huge. So sometimes you'll see like these kind of weaving around in these really like complex, huge patterns. I think there was more over this way, right? Yeah. And you'll find copper attached to that, and that's when you find that's an ore vein. But I don't think this is one. I think this is just a big piece of copper right here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of this coal, and then we'll head down further. Okay, there we go, right there. This is proof that this is in fact one of the new ore veins. This right here is a compressed block of copper. So when you take the copper ore right here and you put it into a 3x3 crafting grid, you get blocks that look like this. So this is actually equivalent to a whole bunch of copper. So yay, we found our first ore vein too. That is new for 118 as well. All right, let's head on down and continue to see what we can find. Definitely getting more iron spawning down here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the level that we're at right now. We are at 24. Oh wow, we dropped quite a bit right there. So yeah, we should be getting more and more as we get closer to 16. So we'll keep our eyes open and just see how frequently things are spawning then. I think we hit a time where our inventory is looking pretty full. So let's go ahead and just look at this real quick here. You can see just this little bit of mining that we did just around here, around where that ore vein was. This one right here that continues around, right at the prime level for copper, which is right around that 48, 46, somewhere around there. That is where we're going to get the most copper. And man, did we get a bunch of it. Look at that. That's a ton. So let's go ahead and compress these into blocks, which means we're going to need to take one of our logs here and make a crafting table really quick. Not a big deal. And I think while we're at it too, let's go ahead and we'll make a furnace. Once we put the crafting table down, we'll make a furnace as well. That way we can start smelting some of this iron that we have. So we can put this here like that, and we'll throw iron in there, and we'll get this cooking. Okay, and then to make the blocks, you just throw these into the crafting grid like so. And let's see, we can probably spread this out a little bit better there. Right. Go. And there, and there, and there. Okay, and then one more block. But this really saves on inventory space. They had this in 117 as well. But this is a lot more copper than what I was used to getting in 117. I think we'll leave that cooking for now, and let's keep on exploring down further and further, see if we can get to Y16 down here, which looks like it might be just right down here, honestly, because yeah, we're going down. That looks a lot further down than Y16 down there. Just drops down to the bottom. We also want to keep our eyes open for tuff, because tuff, like the granite for the copper, tuff will have iron ore going through it, so we can have an ore vein of iron, which would be really awesome. Where is Y16? Okay, 13. So we were actually standing right here. This is Y15. This is Y16 right here. So if we continue to dig around here, we should probably be able to find quite a bit of iron, I suppose. I don't know if we need to do that. I mean, caving in a big cave system like this actually is pretty good. And just kind of strip mining for iron. Probably not the best use of time, although, you know, when you come into another cave system like this, it does make it a little bit easier. Yeah, this is a huge cave, and you can see right here, we have more of that copper vein coming through right here. Yeah, that's totally what that was. So, yeah, if you can find the veins like this, you're going to get just your fill of different precious resource material, because yeah, those are some good ores right there. 117, we are building a lot with copper in Cavecraft, another SMP that I play on, and we were having just the hardest time finding enough copper for the builds we wanted to do. But I think in 118, it's going to be significantly easier for us to build with copper. Yeah, this is more like I'm used to right here in terms of iron levels. Finding it and getting a nice little ore vein of just, you know, 6 or 8 of the iron really helps. Yeah, let's continue on down and see if we can find some of the other ore distribution in Minecraft. We have the iron ore veins that we could find. There's also diamond down here a little bit lower. As we go further down, more and more diamond will spawn. Redstone's down here, and lapis. So let's keep our eyes open for all of those ores. We got the deep slate starting right here. Great building material. Love it. There's deep slate iron ore right there. The further and further we go down from here, basically iron's going to get more and more scarce, but we'll be able to get more of these other resources like gold and diamonds and lapis and redstone. All right, let's see the best way down here. And there's tough. So if we actually saw a bunch of iron around that, that might be an indication this is one of the ore veins. I'm going to say that these deep slate caverns are a lot creepier than the regular ones. Oh, and here's a mine shaft. Sweet. We are definitely going to explore this. Oh no. Oh no. Cave spiders. Do not like the cave spiders. They can stay right there. I detest cave spiders. I detest them. They're the worst. The absolute worst. Should we take out this Enderman too? Put those there just so he can't get us. Nice. All right, so we do have tuft and we have iron here. So this could be an iron ore vein, maybe the start of one. We'll have to keep our eyes open. Same thing with what we experienced with the copper one. If you see the blocks of the raw ore, that means that you are in an ore vein. All right, so we are seeing everything down here now, except for diamonds. We have the redstone, we have lapis, we have gold. So we are definitely at the prime area for a lot of the ores here. And we are at, let's check it out real quick. We are at -3. So at -3, we're not going to see that much iron. We should be seeing diamonds. So diamonds will be around here. There's not a huge amount of diamonds. So we'll keep our eyes open. Okay, we are in this massive cave. I've explored a lot of it. But I'm not seeing any diamonds yet. So I think we actually still need to go even lower for diamonds. We are at -19 right now. And yeah, I kind of think we need to go even deeper. Fortunately, there's like every skeleton on the planet is in this cave right now. There's so many, and they're crazy accurate. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here to where I have my crafting table. And I'm going to go ahead and just go down and start branch mining maybe, or finding a deeper cave back this direction. Just to kind of avoid all of these mobs that are around there. Oh, there we go, right there. Our first diamonds. And we are at -49. I was going to go down to -56 because I think that's probably going to be where we're going to get probably the best spawn rates. But let's see what we get here. Okay, that was just a vein of 2. All right, and I think we just need to keep on going down. But that, oh, here's more. All right. Yeah. So you definitely want to dig down. Or if you can find cave systems to go down deep enough. But I wasn't seeing diamonds in the walls, which I was kind of hoping to see as we were looking around down there. But this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Hasn't been too bad so far. But let's keep on heading down to 56, and then we'll do some branch mining from there and just see how we're doing. Okay, here we are at 56, and we'll just keep on looking this way and just branch out. The problem with this kind of branch mining now with the deep slate is it's really wears out the axes, or the pickaxes, really quickly. So you are going to go through more materials until you're able to get enchantments on some of your diamond pickaxes. Yeah, this is really impressive. The first lava lake I've seen in here. That is pretty cool. Looks like we got a diamond right here. Okay, just another single one. I think so far doing the strip mining has worked the best for the diamonds if you're going to find more than just one. I mean, just taking a minute and looking at the size of this. I mentioned this yesterday. The scale changed for Minecraft, where like everything feels so much smaller, and this cave is another example of that. It's enormous. It's huge. I don't even know how it's going to show up on screen, but even like this one, it goes way up towards the top here. But this one is even bigger. You could build a whole city down here. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. I think what I'm going to do is poke around some more at where I was digging and see if I can find a couple more diamonds. And then we'll call it an episode at that point. Okay, I made it back up to the top, still alive. And let's take a look at what we got so far today. We got quite a bit of redstone. Redstone still is not a problem getting. Even gold was not an issue. And plus with the nether now, getting gold is not that challenging. It doesn't have a lot of uses other than trade, so not a big deal there. Lapis, not a problem. Diamonds, I never found any more diamonds after what we initially found, just digging around doing poke holes. I imagine if I kept going down there with the strip mine, I would have gotten a lot more diamonds. I really have no doubt of that. The shocker still to me is the iron. Even with all of that exploring and stuff today, I only got 10 of the blocks of the raw iron, and then I have some ingots right here, and the one I use for the armor. But look at that compared to the copper. I mean, really, I mean, finding that vein helped, but I mean, copper is a lot more common than it was previously in 1.17, which is, I think is fine, and it's going to help with building. But because it doesn't have a ton of usage, I still would like to have more iron than this. And I think iron farms are going to be still a big deal in 1.18 going forward. And with that, I think we're going to bring this second episode to a close. If you've enjoyed what you've seen and like to see more from the Dad's Guide in the future, you know what to do. Click that like button, smash that subscribe button, and press that notification bell. Next episode, I think what we're going to do is we're going to look around for some more caves and see if we can find some good lush caves with some of the additional things that they've added to the game, like the spore blossoms and some of the drip leaves. And if we can find a dripstone cave, that would be pretty cool as well. So until next time, this has been Dad's Guide. Bye for now.